Hey everybody, welcome to When It Rays It Pours. I'm John Ray, and with me as always is my co-host Mel Gibson.
What? Why am I Mel Gibson?
Well, I don't know. Looked like last week's episode you were kind of doing a TikTok video of his rants.
You thought I said something last week made me reminiscent of Mel Gibson?
I don't know. Last couple weeks we've had some topics. I don't know. Kind of learned a little bit about you.
What did you learn about me, John? What were the topics?
Communist dictators. You love them. Hebrews, not so much.
Whoa, I never said anything bad about Jewish people. In fact, the state of Israel? Oh, because I
They're the main ones.
That's not true. There are plenty of Jewish people all over the world that don't have their boot on the throat of an entire society. You know?
It's the highest concentration.
Okay, fine. I understand that Israel is a place where there's a lot of Jewish people, but that doesn't mean because you criticize the state of Israel that you are criticizing Jewish people. It's like the particular thing, right? Essentially, you can have criticisms of particular Jewish people without criticizing Jewish people.
Keith, don't tell me that you don't have an upside down Star of David on your wall right now.
An upside down Star of David is the same as the right side up one.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I'm not Mel Gibson. For those at home, I'm playing along. I'm Keith Ray. I'm John's brother, and I'm not the only one who has strong opinions about. Also, Ho Chi Minh was not a dictator. Okay, just because he was the leader of a communist movement or a communist nation state doesn't make him a dictator automatically. There are certain people who would have said, in fact, I believe Jane Fonda was once quoted as saying that he was a better president than Richard Nixon, who was an American neoliberal dictator. So,
Jane Fonda was communist.
well, she was badass, and she stood up for what she believed in, you know.
I liked her better when she was doing aerobics.
Yeah.
She needs to, a little bit less talk, a little bit more jazzercise.
So you basically think that people like me, Jane Fonda, people in entertainment,
Hey, Jane
should
Fonda,
stay in their lane.
leave the politics to the men, okay?
To the men? What? That sounds so much worse than me saying Israel's a bad thing. Like, leave the politics to the men guy? Well, we saw what happened when you did that with old John Cena. left the politics to him, and he didn't do too well.
Yeah, speaking of having the boot on the neck of a nation, huh?
Yeah. Apologize to the regime of the Chinese government.
Yeah.
Like, I could understand apologizing to Chinese people. If you said something like, if you made some big broad brushstroke talking shit on Chinese people, you should apologize to Chinese people, but never apologize
For acknowledging the existence of Taiwan.
Yeah. Where's this guy? What is he thinking? Like, what do you gain from? Is it just money? Is it just like?
Oh, I don't know. I wonder who made him apologize.
Vince McMahon.
Well, it probably was the movie studio.
Oh, really? It was a movie studio, not.
That's what the whole thing was. He was promoting Fast and the Furious 102.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck.
F9. Yeah. For the 9th dick you're getting effed with by going to see this shitty movie. Can we get $850 out of them one more time? How long are they going to keep rolling these dice?
Those dudes were really good at racing cars. because they came up from like the first movie. They're in like a shitty. They all had nice cars, but they were in a shitty house, and now they're fucking flying jets and fucking tanks and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, they've recruited John Cena.
They went from being a fucking Latin street gang in fucking L.A. to a fucking bigger army than most fucking countries.
You know, it's funny. I actually learned
they actually have a higher budget than America when it comes to fucking military.
The military budget for the Fast and the Furious racers is larger than the military industrial complex.
Exactly.
Well, I actually learned that this movie was coming out from our brother, who Gil, who coincidentally, when we lived together out in Los Angeles, there were two things he wanted to do when he got to LA. You know how you always got like a couple touristy things you want to see. You've always seen in the movies and all that stuff. What
did he do? Put a wreath of flowers on the spot where Paul Walker died in that Porsche or whatever?
No, he wanted to go see the Hollywood sign, somewhat up close, not just from the hill to the ground, He wanted to get up there and get closer to it. And then he wanted to go to the Fast and the Furious house from the very first episode of Fast and the Furious, which coincidentally was just a few blocks away from where I lived when I lived.
It's that one. You would have no idea.
No, it's a legit house. It looks exactly like it did back then because it was just a house that got rented for a movie, and now it's rented to people to live in. It's just it's not like a family lives there or anything like that.
It's the type of house that has a weight bench in the front yard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, but that's one of the nice things about living in California, is you can just leave shit outside for months and it doesn't damage it at all. Maybe that isn't a nice thing. Maybe the fact that you have to leave stuff outside all the time because you have to make room for somebody to sleep in that area of the inside.
Yeah, I wonder who was it made them. If it was WWE or the movie studio.
Well, I mean, essentially, this is old news how China demands respect from people who make their living. Like the NBA. Yeah. Disney. They did a whole episode on it on South Park with Disney. But it's like, it's sad to see people still playing into it. Like, I don't understand how you can sell out, like you're a United States Marine, isn't that like his big thing is he's a fucking Marine? Like he swore an oath to protect the Constitution. Marine in a movie. No, he was a Marine in real life.
John Cena?
Yeah, look it up. Wasn't. Member of the...
He's got a Marine type head, that's for sure.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you swore an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America from enemies both foreign and domestic. They're a foreign enemy of freedom. Like, they take all the freedom away from the people that they govern, and then they use the people that they govern as, like, as the backup to flex against freedom abroad, Mm-hmm. They censor the internet.
Cena was never in the military.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
He was in the Marines. I thought he was really in the Marines. I'm pretty sure.
He graduated from Springfield College in 1999 and with a degree in exercise physiology and body movement. Body movement. You can get a degree in body movement.
Oh man! Well, I couldn't.
After which he pursued a career in bodybuilding and worked as a limousine driver.
Oh man!
Unless the name of the limousine company was the Marines. John Cena wasn't no fucking Marine.
Google, bro. Was John Cena in the Marines?
He had a movie called Marine or some shit.
Well, a lot of people play a Marine in a movie.
He graduated from college, drove limos, and then fucking wrestled, dude. That's
Oh
it.
man, that's so terrible. The fact that it's like, I bet you anything, I'm not the only one that thinks John Cena was a Marine.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of stupid people out here. You, Jane Fonda. That's the funny thing, dude. Like, dude looks like a moron, for one thing. Second off,
not a good
got to have CTE from all that wrestling. But that motherfucker speaks spot on fucking Mandarin at the drop of a hat, like no joke, dude. He really speaks Chinese fluently.
Really?
Yeah. If you listen to the interview,
Maybe he's a.
I think he probably learned it from wrestling.
Do they speak a lot of Mandarin in wrestling?
No, but they go over to China and do fucking press and shit like that.
Well, maybe he was in like a secret division of the Marine Corps where you have to learn. He's like a sleeper cell. I think he's a sleeper cell for the Chinese.
A Marine would apologize to China for calling Taiwan a country.
Yeah, that's true. It's too bad he was driving limos and getting bullshit degrees from Springfield College.
2 fucking degrees from the home of universities, Massachusetts.
Oh,
Springfield.
Yeah, well, it's the town from The Simpsons.
No, not wrong. Springfield.
Oh,
there's a lot of Springfields out there, but this one's in Massachusetts. You
Oh.
know that's where the most colleges and universities is, don't you?
is in Massachusetts.
I think Boston primarily, but Springfield's a suburb or whatever. But 2 degrees, 2 college degrees, speaks spot on Mandarin. Obviously, way smarter than Jane Fonda.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bud. I don't know about that. He seems like he is a very intelligent person, but maybe he just doesn't understand that the political is personal. Because, like, to the people of Taiwan who live in a virtually democratic society as opposed to their other Chinese counterparts, I think the recognition of them as a nation is probably pretty important to those Chinese people.
Taiwan doesn't go to the movies as much as China. That's the problem. That's the thing. China just has everybody by the balls, man. If you're
Not me.
if you're someone that wants to provide a product for major consumption, they're just gonna fucking squeeze you, dude, no matter what.
Well, I mean, so there are certain things that really upset me about this. Like why do you don't make enough money? Like, is it ever enough? Is there anything that could be done that if it affects your bottom line, you could just, I don't know, have a fucking ounce of principle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get that I'm not losing sponsorship by saying fuck Israel and fuck Israel. Okay, I'll say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Fuck Israel. I have this thing called a moral conscience, and when I think about the idea of somebody just telling you this ain't your fucking home anymore, it makes my blood boil. And so I'm willing to express that. And I know, like I said, I ain't got much to lose.
Everywhere in the world has had that happen at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
We came here, kicked the Indians out.
Well, and if they were still around, I would be on their side.
The Indians,
but they're not.
Kicked out other Indians all the time.
That's true too.
Comanches, fucking Apaches, all those motherfuckers. They would fucking go and conquer people. Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun.
Yeah, but this was so modern and so political. It wasn't an acquiescing of resources. You know what I mean? It was just displacement of people for the benefit of other people. That's not cool.
Yeah. Tell that to the people, all the people that got their limbs tied to 4 different horses back in the day. They just are acquiring our resources, aren't they? No, they're quartering you with horses. I think the Huns and the Mongols did that shit.
I don't think you're allowed to say Hun. I think that's a slur.
It's part of his name, Attila the Hun.
Yeah, I know, but that's like
First name Attila, middle name the, last name Hun.
I don't. Yeah. I still don't think. I don't think that necessarily was his actual name.
Coming from the guy who just said, "I hate all Jewish people."
Not say that. I did not say that. Love Jewish people. Well, I could take them or leave them, but
you're so anti-Semitic. I think that you might be Jewish.
What?
Yeah, Jews don't like other Jews.
That's true. If you're not
specifically Hasids.
Yeah. Well,
Hasidics.
Hasidic Jews don't
I call them
particularly
hayseeds.
like a little farm kid in that would actually be a better outfit if they walked around in like some cut off overalls with a piece of straw hanging out of their
and
mouth.
Still had the curly Q though.
But people would make fun of their appearance less. I'm just saying, as like Hot Chick Summer was full of cut off overalls. Jesus.
Hun, a member of a warlike Asiatic nomadic people who ravaged Europe in the 4th and 5th centuries.
Oh, okay. So it's only racist to call German people Huns. So since you were just referring to the actual Hun people from like the Attila the Hun era, you just said the years, but
4th and 5th centuries.
Yeah, there you go. See, I wasn't listening, but
it's basically nomads.
So if you're referring to the nomadic group of people, the Huns, it's okay. But if you call like just any old German guy, oh, my Hun buddy over here, then you're an asshole.
Yeah, don't call me a Hun.
But oddly enough, people who you would call Huns, like as a slur, typically known like
you
when
call
that
people
was
Hun all the time.
Well, like yeah, short for Hun.
The lady at the fucking gas station, the lady at the fucking White Castle, the lady at the Penn Station.
You know, I recently found out that pet names are a dangerous ball game. I don't know if you know this, but as somebody who is a Hun, babe, sister, brother, I have pet names for men. I call everybody brother and homie and lots of. I just am a guy who uses a lot of those words. But I called a friend of mine up on the phone, and he had his girlfriend with him, and I was like, "Oh, hey, babe, how you doing?" And she was like, "Babe," and he was like, "What the fuck are you calling my girlfriend babe for, you fucking asshole?" And I was like, "You hit me up," you know what I mean?
I think you told that story before.
Have I? Well, either way, it's like
that's funny.
I'm one of those. You don't mean. It's not but the thing, I think people think it's like an overly familiar, right? And I just think it's my inner waitress, you know? Like that's just, I'm a pleasant person. I like to be nice and cordial with people, you know? Maybe that's not cordial. Maybe that's more familiar. But either way, I never met a stranger, you know, and I don't attach any sexuality or any kind of come on to like babe or Hun, because if every single waitress throughout my life has been coming on to me since I was a child, then I've really missed out on a lot of sweet waitress ass, you know. But
I think you're safe.
There's it's time to get shit. I'm going to have to get in the weeds with this, John. I think I side with China on internet censorship. And you know what I'm talking about.
Well, one thing, don't worry, you're going to be able to redeem yourself next month. It's
who do we get to appreciate next month?
National Israeli Appreciation Month.
We are not participating in that.
No, actually, I think we do have one next month.
I was going to
think
say,
it's.
why would they get a whole fucking month? What have you done for me lately?
I think next month is the gays.
Oh,
Gay
okay.
month.
Oh, Pride Month. Well, we'll definitely do that.
I think so.
That's going to be great. We could celebrate people like Rock Hudson, Paul Mooney.
Oh, it's Juneteenth too.
John Wayne. Well, Juneteenth will have to do its own special thing, because that's, the new 4th of July. But all the great known homosexuals, we could celebrate so many of them, so many talented people.
I thought it was, but usually it says on my phone the first day. Mm-hmm.
Maybe Pride's July. I think Pride might be July. I really don't know. I always heard it was a good time. It's like a good time in different cities, like Pride events and stuff like that. People really throw down.
I know how to party, that's for sure.
Get freaky. But I am coming down on the side of censorship, the side of China. When it comes to this bitch with the TikTok videos,
God.
I watched them all. I finally found them. Like, I was able to get them to load. Because I think my phone was trying to participate in a little censorship. And should have let it go. I was grateful. But there's a TikToker. Do you got her name, John? Yeah. Awful Shrew.
Lexi B.
Yeah. Fuck this bitch. Like, Jesus Christ. Ugh. And I understand, like, people are going to be like, Keith, the language, just give me a second. Okay? I understand. People maybe a little triggered by the fucking, but this bitch is dancing around with a dead baby.
It is her dead baby.
I don't give a fuck whose dead baby it is. She's dancing. She's like holding it and all weird. She's wearing she's got filters on, so she has like a fucking weird clown face.
It's like, it's a trend, TikTok trend. I think that's the same face that the chick that,
it looked like fucking Pennywise or some shit.
It's the same thing that the chick that wouldn't let Adam Sandler eat an IHOP or something.
Oh,
did the same face when she found out it was Adam Sandler.
Oh my God.
But like, dude, if it's too busy, if you gotta wait, what are you gonna kick somebody out of their table for Adam Sandler?
Yeah, they were too busy. Adam Sandler didn't want to wait to go to IHOP. I get where he's coming from.
I'll go somewhere else. Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
That's your prerogative. Yeah, you should have been like, hey, can you guys get the fuck up? Fucking Big Daddy's here.
Shit, the way he dresses, they probably thought he was trying to apply to be a busboy or some shit. That dude has no style.
Which is crazy because he could afford any outfit,
Let's see. I'm going to wear an old tattered hockey jersey and quadruple XL basketball shorts.
Well, regardless
this
of
shit
how...
doesn't even match.
We're getting away from... Fucking
Adam
from...
Sandler.
Adam
Come on,
Sandler.
bro.
Adam Sandler
Spend
aside.
some of that grown-ups 2 money and fucking buy some slacks, bro. Jesus. I like athletic wear, but come on, dude.
Yeah, why is it 5 different brands of athletic wear?
Dude goes to Nobu and some slides and a fucking bedclothes.
Adam Sandler aside, this woman is dancing with her stillborn baby.
Yeah, I think
It's fucking
she
dead.
did like 46 videos or some shit.
She's got tens of millions of views.
Fucking twerking with it, spinning it around. Fucking what else she do? Did like a little scene where she was lip syncing to Kim Kardashian clips talking about how she hates her sisters and shit.
Yeah, she was lip syncing clips from the Kardashian reality show, not songs. Now, she also lip synced to songs about fucking.
Yeah.
And like, well, I think she did that one, Broke Boys Deserve No Kitty or some, like, you deserve to be fucking thrown out of a fucking window. Like, what is wrong with you? And she's got like, she knows people are going to be disgusted by the videos before she posts them. And she puts in the description of the video,
Don't judge me for how I handle my sadness. Or
don't judge me for how I grieve.
How I handle my loss.
My loss? You're not grieving. Don't tell me that's how you grieve, is by disrespecting the corpse of your stillborn baby for millions of people.
At first, they wouldn't take down any of the videos because it wasn't violent or graphic, so they said it didn't violate their terms. But then they finally deleted them.
This segment brought to you by Old Granddad.
I think they deleted them and then she reposted them.
Because I'm gonna have to have a belt just to fucking talk about this. It made me.
I know. I hate celebrities that can't dress themselves, man. Fucking Adam Sandler. No. Very funny, but love his movies.
Well, some of them.
Yeah, the new ones have gotten kind of corny.
Yeah.
Like that Uncut Gems.
Yeah, that was good. It was better than watching a little
people dance with their stillborn babies.
Little Instagram thought wannabe. And John, I gotta say, I want to congratulate you. We've been on this topic for at least 3 or 4 minutes, and you haven't said the R word one time. Although, if there was ever a time it fucking definitely applied, Jesus, I just know. How can you sleep?
I don't really think she's retarded. I just think she's a scumbag.
There's like a sociopathic kind of disconnection with humanity going on in her.
For those of you who don't know, scumbag is a derogatory term. Basically means you're a used condom.
I've never heard anybody give the definition of scumbag before.
It's kind of an old term. I don't know. Younger watchers might not know it.
Yeah. It basically means you're a...
the new term for it is Lexi B.
Yeah.
Her at is... How is it Lexi B? Because here it says her at is at lex.issss. So I guess maybe her name is probably Alexis.
Well...
or maybe she...
Are all those S's for how sad she's made everybody that's ever known or met her?
Maybe she forgot a couple I's or something. Lexi Isis.
Yeah. I don't know if we should compare her to ISIS, okay? ISIS, if
you didn't see the last video?
No. What did she...
Her final video, she cut her baby's head off.
Jesus Christ.
With a saw. She's fucking ISIS, dude.
She did not do that.
Maybe she didn't do that.
That's why I'm saying I don't know if we should compare ISIS to this lady, because I think if the wife or girlfriend of somebody in ISIS bore a stillborn, they would probably have a private moment as a family and then bury the child as such, you know.
She's not observing. It's not even really a detriment to her. I mean, she was kicked off of TikTok, but lucky for her, one of her last TikToks before being banned, she had the caption that said, "Taiwan is not a country." So China just gave her her own TikTok now. It's called Lexi Talk.
Oh my God, John. That's you went out a long way on that. You went really far out on the plank for that full circle. I didn't pick it up at first.
You gotta be quick, baby.
The thing is, it's so horrible, but you know, I'm a guy who tries to find the silver lining in things, to find something to be grateful for out of this. What is the positive of these videos of this woman exploiting her dead child's bodies for likes on TikTok? What is, at least I think, at least what we can glean as the good thing is that at least this child is dead. And
doesn't have to be raised by Lexi B.
Yeah, exactly. It escaped the certain torment of having that for a mother. Awful woman. Good God.
That's like if
she made the Cash Me Outside girl look like motherfucking Teresa.
Well, it's like the movie Mommy Dearest or whatever. If that was your mom, you probably wish you were stillborn, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, did you know Mother Teresa ain't shit?
Plus, the baby shares all those views.
That's true.
That's another good silver lining.
Ups. All those it'll never put its little thumb up.
It's just as much for the baby as it is for the mom.
Oh, it's so horrible.
Everybody likes likes.
No, you're not able to like anything when you're fucking dead. That's why it's kind of a somber thing. Like,
I think the baby was like floating up to heaven, looking down, just like dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah,
that could have been my mother.
Yikes! It's like its first word was yikes.
Give St. Peter a high five.
Woo! Show me to the pool. Yeah. Okay. I've got to try and wash off some of this relation
Flags
to
down
her.
Big Pun, gets a ride on his moped.
You think Big Pun rides around heaven on a moped?
He had one on all his videos.
Did he? Was that a thing?
I think so. I think you liked mopeds. Something about that. That's funny. So, shout out to the baby. Fuck you, Lexi B.
Yeah. You really let everybody know what a horrible mother you would have been. I
hope John Cena's next move is to do his finishing move on you.
Well,
you scumbag bitch.
Yeah, I would like to see him come with all the wrath of China on your fucking face. Everybody, he goes over to China. He's like, everybody line up. We're all gonna step on this bitch's head.
Chinese, dead. One of those tanks they use.
You're good at standing
square.
Yeah. I wish that
hope Jane Fonda does aerobics all over your stupid ass.
It's just like it's so many people for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years since the dawn of humanity, you know, and we couldn't manage to kill one of the relatives in the line that created this. Like, nobody ever snuffed out. They were all. It led all the way to Lexi B. Somebody's hunt and fight and struggle, you know, surviving, led all the way to this awful woman who managed to make a maternity ward in even creepier. Like, you know, she made this hospital look scary.
Yeah, the nurses are probably like crying and shit and fucking She's like, sweetheart, we're going to give you a couple minutes with the baby. Thinking she's going to be in there sobbing and holding it to her chest and kissing it. And she's doing fucking...
And she's like...
Cardi B dance moves
don't want
and
none
shit.
unless you got buns, hun.
Yeah. It's just when you think you would see it all. When you think you'd seen it all, and it's just what this world's coming to, man.
Well, you know, with the disillusionment of family and the internationalization of all thoughts and belief systems, and you know, the way the internet companies profiteer from spreading hate and promoting violence, we're pretty much living in a society that is unlike any we've ever had before, and not always in a better way. But we are making some advancements, and that's right, I'm talking about masturbation breaks at work. You know what I'm saying, dude? The union finally got one over the line. You sent me this, and I was like, oh my God. Now that's a feel-good story. Tell me about this,
Did you read this
John.
whole story, or just read the headline?
I read a little bit about it, but I wanted to give you a chance to kind of delve into... I kind of took the reins on old fucking dead baby twerk.
This CEO, Erica Lust,
Shout out.
has a new policy at work. She's created a private masturbation area.
Jack Shack.
Yeah, and that's what they call on Rover. That's funny you said that. But yeah, she's gonna allow 30-minute masturbation breaks every day, and
Gotta make it fair to you ladies.
set up a private masturbation station at the office. Of course, it's just a company of 36 people, so
So
it's not like it's Fortune 500 company or whatever.
But hey, I mean, clearly she's working with some really horny people, and she can tell that they are working themselves really hard, and they need a little release, get them back together.
You know why she's working with horny people?
Why is that?
Because it's an adult film company.
Oh. Oh.
That's why I didn't know how you were so
Oh, I thought this was like a normal
so
office.
outrageous. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what they're into, Keith.
So you're telling me? Well, first off, now people are gonna be fucking in the Jack Shack.
Well, it's not.
Because why jack off when you could just fuck somebody? And,
It's not the actual. They aren't doing the porn shoots. It's the actual business. So
yeah, but they gotta watch a lot of porn.
it's not all porn actors and actresses. It's fucking key grips and fucking best boys and.
Shout out to the working people of the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are union people.
It still isn't too far-fetched for a fucking... I mean, she was a porn actress, too.
I really don't think there's any real need to... so you get 2 lunches. You get a half-hour lunch, half-hour to jerk off, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. I like 2 lunches. But frankly, I didn't ever need permission to jerk off at work. I didn't see the point in this at all, other than just finally one more thing for the working man.
As long as you got a bathroom
working
door
lady,
that
working
locks.
woman, Rosie the Riveter's in there, fucking got the.
As long as you got a restroom that locks or a fucking stall.
Yeah, dude. Dude. Well, one time I used to jerk off in protest at one company. I worked for this telemarketing company where our boss was this dude who looked like a big fat, mini-me meets Marlon Brando, you know? He was a bald dude. He had a scar down his face. He was a stolen valor Marine. He was never really in the Marine Corps. He got thrown out in boot camp, but he still wore the Marine hat.
Are you talking about John Cena again?
No, I'm talking about This scumbag dude who
John Cena isn't even stealing valor. He's receiving stolen valor.
Wait a minute. This guy's name was John.
From you.
No joke. This guy's name was fucking John. And he was just such a douchebag. This is the company I worked at where the one time they said, if you don't set any leads, you can't go to the bathroom. And I waited for the boss to leave, and I stood up and I was like, that's right. Toilet paper is for closers, you know? But hold on. Let me get to this. The masturbation in protest, though. So John, this fucking scumbag asshole boss, he shit in the same stall every day. And I knew that because I would go into the bathroom whenever the boss went to the bathroom, you know, talk shop and fucking bother him and stuff. And because I hated his fucking guts. And he always went to the same stall every day. So I started going in there on first break and jerking off onto the toilet seat of the toilet in that. I told all the dudes in the shop, don't use that stall because that's where he goes and I'm fucking with him. So I would jerk off and I'd come all over the toilet seat and then I just kind of smeared around gently with a piece of toilet paper. So when he would go to take a shit, he would sit in my cum. So he had like my cum all up in his back of his hair leg or his leg hair, you know?
That's disgusting.
I know it's disgusting. But you should have worked for this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't some nice boss creating a jack shack for you and telling you could go, oh, hey, take an extra lunch. He was like, if you don't do something for me right now, you can't go to the bathroom. Scumbag.
All right, so I gotta cleanse my palate of that. The national month, June is the national month. There's a lot of them. First one, National Give a Bunch of Balloons Month. Okay. National DJ Month. African American Music Appreciation Month. Okay, they already had fucking February.
Wait, I actually like that idea, though.
National Zoo and Aquarium Month.
Oh, man.
National Accordion Awareness Month.
Are people unaware of accordions?
Are accordions oppressed? Do they need a month? National Candy Month.
That reminds me of my
National
favorite.
Caribbean American Month.
Okay.
We can work with that. National Home Ownership Month.
Dude, you got a month.
National Iced Tea Month. National PTSD Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dad. He's got PTSD.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you were going to just put him on blast like that. But, I mean, shout out.
He's in Vietnam.
Yeah.
They all got PTSD.
Well, not all, but a
Thanks
lot.
to Ho Chi Minh.
God damn it, John.
Turkey Lovers Month.
Yeah.
Okay, they got November.
Yeah,
so this is what's fucked up. It is LGBTQIA month. They already got to split it between all of themselves.
Yeah.
Cut back some of this shit, dude.
Yeah, it's really not necessary to celebrate the
National
love of
Dairy
turkey.
Month? National Great Outdoors Month. Okay, you already said camping. National Camping Month. You need great outdoors too?
Well, where else would you camp but the great outdoors?
National Headache and Migraine Awareness Month.
That's a celebration of the movie The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
Probably John Candy's finest work.
National The Great Outdoors, the movie month.
Anyway, so we can either do Caribbean Americans or LGBTQIA.
If it's Pride Month, we should definitely do all the best closet queens from history. You know? Because, like, they were the ones who made it okay to pretend not to be gay, you know? Which I think has served way more people. You know, way more people throughout history have pretended to not be gay, you know, in order to acquiesce wealth and power than, you know, people who have come out and done such. Mm-hmm. So we could do like a celebration of closet queens or something. That'd be fucking cool. We could do Paul Mooney, you know, R.I.P. Freshly
I was
dead.
going to say, yeah, that'd be a good one.
I mean, yeah. He just passed
could
away.
just
He's my favorite closet queen of
Stick
all
with
time.
all comedians.
Yeah, because there's a lot of those.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe, Anthony Jeselnik.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
Jeremiah Wonders with him on it,
dude.
Dude,
And he's like,
shout out to Jeremiah Watkins, dude. He fucking put him in his place.
Yeah,
representing the LOS, dude.
Yeah, dude. The
big ups to fucking
the
Jeremiah Watkins.
Had fucking, he goes, and then they had Alex Jones on. Like, right? I don't watch the show, never heard anything about it. But they had Alex Jones, and then they were like, we never had Alex Jones on our show.
He might have been thinking about Milo.
Well, that's true. They do have Milo on, and Milo is worse than Alex Jones.
And they had him on recently too.
Well, he's worse than Alex Jones.
I think it was around the same time as that article.
At least
that
thinks he's trying to help the world. This dude is trolling the world. Like he's kind of scummy. He's like an internet troll.
Oh.
But he uses his life to do it. Like he lives it. He lives the troll.
Did you ever hear Ari told a good story about Ari Shaffir told a good story about Paul Mooney. He said they used to tell the story at the store how they'd be at a party at Pryor's house and Paul Mooney would be like, I got Richard that Emmy, pointing to the mantle. I got him that Emmy, that Emmy. And then Richard Pryor came in the room and said, did you tell him about how I fucked you in the ass right down there by the fireplace? Or something.
Yeah, no, I heard that story. That was a good one.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, man.
Don't just talk about the trophies. Tell them about that night.
Tell them about that night that I fucked you. Because those guys, they just had sex with men, you know? Like, dude, fucking John Wayne used to get butt fucked all the time.
No.
I used to go to this bar in Hollywood. I think you're talking
about Marlon Brando.
No, dude, Brando had sex with Richard Pryor.
I know.
Which, shout out to Marlon Brando, who this guy also kind of looked like John, the guy that sat in my cum. He kind of had that fucking, like, you know how when he got older, like post Apocalypse Now, that era, you know, the heavy set era of Marlon Brando. Do you remember that interview Brando did where he goes, you know, my weight, it fluctuates. Like I'll get real big and I'll get real thin, you know? And it's true that there was a time when it did fluctuate a little bit, but once he got real big, he never got real thin again.
Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
When it was called Island of Dr. Moreau, should have just said Island named Dr. Moreau. That boy was big.
Yeah, he was a big man. But John looked like that guy. John would fucking tell me about this. Okay, you've worked as a working man for your entire adult life and the latter part of your childhood, John. You've had bosses. You've worked in different environments. Have you ever had a superior that would literally rub their naked gut and talk to you like you're a grown woman in a business? Like I had a woman who sat next to me who would wear clothes like she was going to an office. Now, sure, I was sitting there in some fucking sleeper pants with holes in them from the cigarette ash that I would just let fall in my lap as I made my fucking calls. Is like, you know, I was a scumbag phone salesman, and I knew it.
You've had a lot more jobs than me, so.
But just the idea of a boss coming up to like, imagine
Keith,
your mother working in an office. And
it's a numbers game, dude.
And this guy just walks up and he's like, "Gay."
The chances of having a boss that rubs his belly when he talks to you go up when you have as many jobs as you've had.
Would you not come all over the toilet and let him sit in it, not unknowingly?
I probably just quit.
I did.
Yeah.
Then they hired me back, and then I quit again so that everybody could get paid. That was pretty cool. Have I ever told you that story?
Mm-mm.
It was the week before, it was 4th of July was on a Tuesday, and so was payday. So we're at work on Monday, and we know we're going to get 4th of July off, right? And the boss is like, hey, we know you usually get paid on Tuesday, but since 4th of July is tomorrow, you get paid on Wednesday. And we were all thinking we're going to get paid today so we could have a nice 4th of July. These are people literally working like 35 hours a week, 36 hours a week to week paychecks. You don't have any money on Monday. Like, when you get to work on Monday, you are broke. You have a pack of cigarettes and a sandwich in a bag, and that's your fucking day waiting on Tuesday. And they told us you're going to have to wait till Wednesday to get paid. They just fucked everybody's 4th of July. But I had learned from the first time I quit that they'll just print you up a fucking paycheck if you quit. So I called my boss, Dennis, great guy. He was a comedian in the 70s. Used to work as a duo where him and a guy would go out on stage in full Klan regalia. And then the one guy would...
Keith, we get it. You don't like the Jews.
Hold on. Listen to this guy. This guy, he would go up on stage with his partner, and they would both be in full Klan robes, right? And then they would have a little conversation, and his partner would walk off stage and walk out of the room, and then he would pull his hood off, and he's a black guy. And he would be like, whoo! That was close, you know? And that was their big joke, right? So, anyway, I met him when he was a manager of a telemarketing.
The other guy was just a prop.
Pretty much. Well, they would have a conversation, kind of a funny conversation, too.
So he was involved.
They were legit partners,
Okay.
yeah. And when I met him, he was a manager of a telemarketing room, and I caught him digging in the trash can for old scratch tickets at the gas station once. Anyway, he's a good dude. He taught me a lot about Jesus, and very religious man, wrote very beautiful Christian poems. But he was the kind of guy who would tell you that like, when there was only one set of footprints poem, you know, the one set of footprints, he would claim to have written that. He did write Christian poetry, but he would, or like, have you ever heard the story about the boy who was throwing the starfish back in the ocean? And his father's like, there's too many starfish, it'll never make a difference. And he's like, it'd have made a difference to that one. Made a difference to that one. He would claim to be that little boy in the story. You know, like, he was a mess. But I love Dennis. And so I called Dennis over to him.
So they printed all the checks instead of just printing one at a time.
Listen to the story. So basically, he's like, I'm like, hey man, if I quit, wouldn't they have to make my check? And he's like, probably. And I was like, well, if they made my check, wouldn't they have to make everybody's check? And he's like, no, but if you got fired and they had to make your check, then they'd probably have to make everybody's check. And I was like, well, then fuck you, Dennis. You bald, dumb prick. I fucking hate working here. I hate you. And you better get me my fucking money before I start breaking computers. And he's like, Keith, you need to calm down. You're fucking fired. I was like, oh, I'm fired, am I? Well, I'll be waiting for my check in the parking lot. And everybody got paid. And that's the story of how the Grinch saved 4th of July. So, John, tell me, would you ever jerk off at work?
I don't think I ever did, no.
Mostly working in restaurants, you know. You don't want to be rubbing your dick and then, like, you got to go make a pulled pork sandwich.
If I would have known it was going to be this type of party, I would have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Luis Guzman, the great, that's probably my favorite performance of his. He's so G in that movie.
It's from Beastie Boys. He stole it.
Really? It was so perfect when he said it in that movie.
It is funny. He's hilarious.
Well, on a little bit better note than my old days as a rabble rouser in the phone rooms, or, you know, people dancing with a little dead baby, we could talk about that big fart.
Oh yeah. Another TikTok story.
Oh, is this off TikTok too?
Yeah.
Is this off TikTok too?
This chick put on
So stupid.
TikTok. She went out drinking all night and then ate kebabs at 4 a.m. And then she went to spin class the next day and she farted. It was so bad it made somebody throw up. And they evacuated the gym because they thought they had a sewage problem.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bad fart right there.
Dude, that's not cutting the cheese, man. That's cutting open the corpse. You know? That's
Wow, this chick had 162,000 followers too.
Well, you know, we talked on the phone yesterday, and I brought up the fart, and I was like, because I love farts. I love to talk about farts. I want to talk about farts anytime they're in the news. I like to fart. I like to fart at people. I like to fart in front of people.
Yeah, I like
it's
how
the
you
best.
say when it's in the news, it's TikTok.
Well, that's
the problem with
that's the news.
this world that we live in. People go to TikTok for the news. 2 of our stories we're talking about are from TikTok.
That's good. That's what's really going on in the world. Look, you know it's real because it's on camera. People are filming it. They're putting weird faces over their face to hide the fact that they've been crying because their baby's dead. They got the V for Vendetta mask on and they're doing this puppet dance with the stillborn. Okay, that's the real world. You know, Israel, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That's the real world. There's bombs being dropped on buildings with people in them. You know what I'm saying? Fucking airplane to the building. Okay, we're just going straight. There's no other option but it blowing up.
You think Israeli secret forces, special forces, does TikTok videos after they gun down a Palestinian with a machine gun?
Yeah, probably. They're probably like they pick up the little 3-limbed Palestinian boy and they make him twerk. They'll bend him over one of those big, those big like pipes that are in the street that you can like chain your bicycle to. They're like the one part of plumbing that couldn't stay underground or whatever. They take him and they bend him over that, and then they shake him by his one arm and make his ass jiggle.
What about, you think, like, when a Palestinian runs into a restaurant and blows it up with a suicide bomb, does he put that on TikTok afterwards?
Well, I think you got to hit send, then, yeah, so I don't think you could do that. You'd have to have a friend.
As long as he has 2 hands, he can
yeah, but I don't know
multitask.
It's like you've got to explode, film the explosion, then upload. By the time you upload, the phone is deteriorated into a fireball. I don't know if you could do it like that. You know what I'm saying? You need a friend filming you from far enough back that he doesn't die from the explosion. See, this is what's going. That's why Jackass is irrelevant. That's why Steve-O got sober, man. Is like, because like these cats are out there, they're really going for it. You know, they're not jumping off of a fucking 10-foot fucking ladder into a kiddie pool full of elephant poop. They're fucking filming suicide bombings from vantage points that are like Scorsese.
This chick's trying
couldn't
to
have found this
blame it on
angle.
the drinking and the kebabs.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
a TikTok weightlifter. It's protein powder farts, dude.
Yeah, those things will really get you. I've heard.
Maxime Vanden Digital.
See,
some Dutch bitch.
So, hey, Joe, this is something I've been wondering about. So, like, if I was to start to drink that, like, protein powder shit, instead of eating food, would I lose weight?
I mean, you can still need to eat some food.
Well,
unless
yeah, I'll
you're
eat
just
like
eating a ton of vitamins
one time
and
a
shit.
day in the evening.
I know you aren't going to buy vitamins and take them religiously.
Do I have to buy vitamins if I'm going to do this?
Yeah, you aren't going to get any nutrition. I mean, some of those protein shakes and shit, they do have good nutrition.
They'll juice you up with some stuff, But like
You'd still have
my
to
big thing is
take
like,
other supplements though.
lately, it's like every time I eat, I just get so tired. And it's like, it makes me want to do coke. Like, I hate, like, I haven't done coke in over a year, maybe more than that. And, you know, I'm in good health. I don't crave it. I make enough money that I could have a fucking 2 8-ball a week habit if I fucking wanted to. And I just choose
don't know
not
that you're
to.
in good health.
So, like, what I'm saying is, yeah, no, I mean, no, I'm in horrible shape. Like, I'm not.
If you want to lose weight,
but I need to drop some pounds, and I'm like, I want to drink something instead of eating. Because every time I eat, I'm like, I want to fucking pass out.
Chicken breast, broccoli and rice, or
dude, I eat that all the time, dude. Fucking China
on top of a pizza.
China King King brings me fucking 6 fried wings and fucking,
fried.
What do you? How do you have to make the breast? The chicken breast. You can't have deep fried.
In the skillet or on the grill. No, you can't have anything deep fried.
With breading? Can I bread it before I put it in the pan?
You could, but
does that ruin it?
No.
Make it too fatty? Because I like a little bread.
And you shouldn't. You should just eat it.
And some skin.
Normal.
Of the skin with the bread.
Well, you're not going to lose weight if you keep eating the same shit you eat.
Well, I'm trying to say, like, how do I eat the food that, like I ate Papa John's because they just randomly brought Papa John's.
Would you rather not eat chicken because it doesn't have breading, or would you rather just eat protein shakes?
I'd rather just eat protein shakes and smoke cigarettes and not have to eat your bullshit non-good chicken. Like, I just want some good chicken. I want some good-ass chicken. I need to just... So, could I cook it in some oil? Could I have some olive oil in the pan?
Olive oil.
So hit it with some olive oil and some Tony's? I'm good. If I could hit it with olive... I don't need no bread and then.
Yeah.
If I could hit it with Tony's and olive oil, then I'm good. So, I just need to eat that with broccoli and rice every day?
Or, I mean, you could eat other vegetables, but
you
don't have to just only eat broccoli. But
well, so I've been eating meatballs and pasta al forno, or quattro al forno, this week. You know, 1 meatball a day. Sometimes I don't even finish it. That's the crazy thing. It's like I'll get a little.
Those are big ass meatballs.
They're big meatballs, but like. Look at me, a fucking double quarter pounder can go down like that. So don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not that much meat. It's a meatball. It's not like fucking steak, you know, or something substantial. So I'll eat that with 2 big chunks of pasta. Like you have a manicotti, the big tube, you know, with the cheese in it. And then like an Alfredo or some... ravioli with a little tomato sauce, like 1 ravioli and 1 manicotti and a fucking meatball, and I can't even finish the motherfucker. And I'm passing out.
Some like, heavy duty shit.
Is that really that heavy? Do I just have no concept of how to eat healthy at all?
It's fucking covered in red sauce and fucking fucking pounds and pounds of cheese.
Well, no, there's just a little scoop of ricotta, a little mozzarella. It's not that much. Is it really?
It's a lot of cheese, yes.
Okay. So apparently I just have no concept of how to eat healthy.
Dude,
can we have a guest that's not related to us that's like a nutritionist to see?
You don't need a nutritionist, dude. I'm not a nutritionist, and I can tell you eating the quattro al forno is not the way to go if you want to lose weight.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out something I can buy once a week that tastes good every time.
That's what I'm saying. You could make the chicken breast
every day. I can make it once a week. I could bake it too. I could bake it
and then just fucking divide it up into meals. Pan
every day. You could do that. I've seen people do that where they get the nice glass bacon.
It's the best way to, because if you're on a schedule, you just go by it and you don't eat anything else. Eat what you want for breakfast and then eat that for lunch and dinner.
I mean, it really
is boring as fuck, but
it's the logical next.
You could do it with fish
anyway.
too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing anyway. I'm literally buying 1 order of meatballs a week, and so there's a
family order.
Well, yeah, but it's an order of a family. There's only like 4 meatballs.
It's not an individual meal. It's meant to be shared between 2 to 4 people.
Exactly, and I use it for 4 to 5 meals. Is what I'm saying. Like I'll.
That's what I mean. Your portion isn't that big, but that's one of the most fattening things you could ever eat.
See, so it's just what it is.
Pasta.
I'm meal prepping.
Pasta. All that pasta is fucking super carb city.
Well, I fucking love
all that fucking cheese
pasta.
is fucking.
So how is rice better for you than pasta? They're both fucking carbs, aren't they? Are in the same part of the. Remember the pyramid? They got the pyramid down there that all of us fat kids had drilled into our brains.
I don't think they go by the pyramid anymore.
Oh, they don't fuck with the pyramid. Is it like a trapezoid now, or?
I don't know.
I finally got a laugh out of you, you fucking deadwood motherfucker. Goddamn. Fucking feed me to Woo's pigs. I'm never going to be thin.
Your mouth looks like a hood of a cunt when you talk.
Oh, dude, I saw that.
Wild Bill, man.
I saw Kill Bill, dude. You ever watched it? The volumes 1 and 2?
In the theaters.
Dude, the second one
where
mushrooms. The fucking bitch got her face cut up real nasty by that mean old pimp down in Mexico.
His dad.
And he's like, fucking surrogate dad. Yeah, he collects dads or whatever. Dude, that guy sucked. David Carradine fucking sucks.
What?
Dude, this this whole odyssey of killing all these people just to get to who? This douchebag that walks around playing cowboy at his own house. Like, you gotta really
look at your with his daughter.
No, I'm talking about he had that fucking huge fucking stupid pistol and
that
shit.
Gun was tight.
That gun was not tight. That's the problem with the movie, is that he should have just had the gun be fucking normal. What kind of mercenary has a weird, like, it looked like modified to look like something out of Star Wars fucking gun.
When they go on a hit, they don't actually use the swords. They just use the swords when they fight each other.
Yeah, that was another thing.
They got guns, too.
I get that you're going to watch a movie with your daughter, but maybe keep the 45 with you. Maybe don't set it down and leave it there while you watch Shogun with your... That was another thing.
Well, he shot her with the serum.
Hey, take a little time out to watch a movie after all this time. Take a little time out and watch a film.
It's a little hokey, but
watch a 3.
They already had all the good fight scenes.
That's the thing. Is like nobody.
Like him and her didn't even really fight.
She
did the thing where she hit him in the chest.
Oh, that was so cool. Their final fight was amazing.
Pai Mei taught her, but he didn't teach Bill. Or did he teach Bill too? I can't remember.
No,
I haven't seen those in a while.
He wouldn't teach it to him.
They had some sweet
ass legend, you know.
Fight scenes.
Dude, those 2 movies are great, but the end was just so.
I can't believe that dude.
It looked like a fucking episode of Just Shoot Me.
Tarantino actually fucking drives that truck around.
The pussy wagon?
Yeah. What a fucking weirdo.
God, there's so many good foot shots.
You
know how he's like a feet guy or whatever?
He wanted to play...
there's feet shots
galore. He wanted to play Pai Mei too.
Really?
I heard that, yeah.
Gordon Liu, I believe.
Yeah.
Dude, is that any relation to Lucy Liu?
Nah.
Because there were like 3 Lius in the film.
Well, he plays that. Gordon Liu plays like 3 different parts.
But Sonny Chiba as the Hanzo kills it.
But you know his worker, that's Gordon Liu.
That's Gordon Liu too?
Yeah, the one that was
that plays Pai Mei.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! That's
cool.
It's
the same guy.
No, I had no idea.
Dude, I got go through those DVDs. I got Drunken Master, Shaolin Drunken Master. That's like his biggest movie. It's where he learns to fight from a drunk dude. So he moves around off like he's fucking drunk.
Yeah, the Drunken
Have you
Monkey
seen it
or something like that? Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
I don't think so.
Yeah, check it out, dude.
Well, I'll have to
fucking
buy
funny.
a DVD player. Where do you get one of those, John? Do they sell the? Maybe I could probably use the one on my computer because now I've got that VLC on there. So maybe it'll play through that. I don't know. I'll have to try it out. I haven't used the DVD drive on my laptop since I got that program. So
You could probably even connect it to the TV too.
well, John, there's something I want to talk to you about real quick before we wrap things up, man. It's been on my heart, and I just want to know, how do you feel about me getting rid of this ridiculous goatee? Because I really don't need it anymore. I was growing it out to play a character in a show that no longer exists.
Do I need to do anything with mine?
No,
Or
you're
just wear
good,
the
dude.
facial
You're
hair,
good.
yeah.
Whatever it is. So that's the thing. It's like the new show.
So this is
Like the show is gonna happen. Like we're shooting exteriors tomorrow.
whether
man.
you should get rid of your ridiculous goatee is weighing heavy on your heart.
Well, because it took so
That
long.
Quattro al Forno is weighing heavy on your heart.
Well,
not the fucking
I'm
goatee.
gonna have a massive heart attack. Like I can feel like I can't get out of bed. Like I've been so depressed, and then eating the pasta, and then you're depressed, and then you're like dude. Here's my last 2 days. I went to work. I got off after 3 hours. I came home. I watched a little television. I had 2 beers, and then I made a plate of food, and I went to bed. And then I got up this morning around 7 a.m., and I made a plate of food, and I went back to bed. And then I got up about an hour before you got here, and now I'm telling you, I think I'm going to overdose
eat a plate
on
of food.
I'm thinking about eating a plate of food and going back to bed because I've just not been. Like there's some like it's upon me. Like this show is happening. I was tasked to rewrite my entire show, and I did it. And now, like, we're about to start serious work on this project, and I haven't been able to get out of bed for days. Like, I can't do anything. I'm, like, paralyzed.
You gotta give yourself tasks that you have to achieve by the end of the day. Force yourself to do them.
Yeah, like pay the electric bill. Like,
You don't gotta leave your bed to do that.
no, that's true.
You just
But
gotta
why don't you go ahead?
clear off the couch and find it.
Why don't you just go ahead and mail that in, and I'll pay you for it cash. Because I couldn't do it. I tried to call this place. They're like, we're closed. It's the weekend. You're like, you don't want my money because it's the weekend. I don't know. Fucking goddamn bills through the roof. Air conditioner's broken. I don't even know how that's possible. But all things that you can't really figure out when you're just like in this fucking heavy blanket of.
At least the weather hasn't been too hot.
No, it cooled off and the rain was good. It made the sleep so much better, dude. Anyway. At least if I was a cop, I could get a pizza. You know, you can't get a pizza for cash in Indianapolis from any major chain of pizza places unless you're a police officer. They won't
Really?
They won't take cash at Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's. I mean, those are really the 3 that are left. I mean, Pizza
Donato's.
King is our shit because this is Indiana. Pizza King pizza is great. All Pizza Kings take cash because fuck 12. You know what I'm saying? Like we put they're great pizzas, and I love Pizza King, but this is Indianapolis. We ain't got Pizza King around here. That's a rural thing.
You get Papa Murphy's.
That's what I gotta do. Cool. Can you pay cash? But that's not a delivery.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I was just wanting a
DoorDash.
fucking pizza. No, that's card. You can't pay. That's how I ended up getting a Papa John's pizza. I tell you, I got that fucking big fat delivery of racist pizza for free. I'm sitting here at 11 o'clock in the morning, just watching television, and they drop off 3 boxes of Papa John's. I thought it was the goddamn maintenance people, so I'm hiding the weed. And go to open the door. I'm like, hold on, I'm naked. You know, that's my go-to.
Yeah, then you said you open the door with your shirt halfway up.
Yeah, so I could
like
pretend
your boss rubbing your belly to talk to the fucking maintenance man.
So I could pretend that I was still dressing. You know, I just pulled my shirt up so I could have it to pull down after I opened the door.
It's a little overcoat.
Well, you know, I like to be believed when I lie right to your face. So I want people to believe the lie. So I open the door and I'm looking around. There's fucking nobody there. There's 3 boxes of Papa John's, and I've got a fucking fridge full of Italian food. The last thing I need is fucking wings, garlic knots, and a goddamn sausage and banana pepper pizza
if you want
at 11 o'clock in the morning.
If you want to lose weight, you don't need to go on a protein shake diet. You just need to not eat any of the things you're eating now. Eat something different than what you are now.
All I eat is Italian food. I've been on this Italian food thing where it's like
fettuccine Alfredo pizzas.
I've been done with white sauce for a minute. I've been all on the red sauce. But
red sauce is better for you than white sauce.
I'm going through Tums like you wouldn't believe. I eat fucking
you got
31 Tums a day.
Some fucking heartburn like a son of a bitch.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll fucking wake up and I'm like, I'd rather puke than keep feeling this.
Fucking,
you know, like I'm gonna. It's hurtful. Like the amount of I'm gonna develop Barrett's esophagus. If
blowing more fire than the fucking dragons on Game of Thrones.
Dude, I got burps that would clear a gym. I know that.
Fuck yeah, I smelled a couple of them. Like somebody spilled old granddad all over this microphone.
Well, I got to tell you, man, this old granddad, it's really good. It's bonded. Do you know what that means? That means they have the U.S. military guard the barrels. That's good. So you're supporting the troops, and you're getting drunk, and it's from Kentucky. So I don't know if you know this, but it's not bourbon unless it's from Kentucky, right? But it's also from Kentucky. So, like, you know, not giving it too many props there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bourbon's good.
Yeah.
One thing they do good there, bourbon and horses.
Well, did you know that the guy who coached basketball at Kentucky, his name was Adolph Rupp. They named the...
Yes, Keith. I already went over how you're anti-Semitic, dude.
Well, but hold on. Did you know how anti-Semitic...
You're bringing up people named Adolf?
Do you know how anti-Semitic alcohol is in general in America? The founder of Anheuser-Busch, his name was Adolphus, but he went by Adolf. And then so it's like extra Adolf. It's Adolphus, okay? He's super Adolf. Then the founder of Coors beer was also named Adolf Coors. So essentially, if you drink alcohol, whether it's from Kentucky,
the founder of Colt 45 is named Deontay.
Really?
No.
No, it's probably named Adolf, is what I'm saying. Like, the only people that go by Adolf post-World War II are the people who fucking start beer companies. What the fuck is that?
That's crazy.
That's a fact. And
Coors
come on,
and
Budweiser? Well, Budweiser's more than just Budweiser. It's
what
Bud
about
Light.
Miller?
Well, that's the thing about Miller. You know, I don't really know what Adolf Miller was all about. I've been trying to research his family. But clearly, the thing is, all these Adolfs in beer, you know,
I knew
chances are they're nowhere near as racist as any bourbon people.
Coors guy was named that too. That's fucking nuts.
Fucking people from Kentucky are so racist, they didn't own slaves because they didn't want them around. It's like it's not because they couldn't farm. It's that they were like, we'll pass. Fucking Jesus. What? You can't. That's a good joke. That's an anti-racist joke.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Fuck the police. Why do they get to have pizza for fucking money? I got money. I want a pizza. I can't buy it for free. It was terrible, too, and it tasted like bigotry.
Dude.
That Papa John's pizza.
That's a day old, dude. You get a fucking 3-box delivery from Papa John's at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, what the fuck
Who's
is wrong
ordering
with these
that? You said it was wings, garlic knots, and pizza.
The wings were slimy, but I ate them all.
Pizza places have terrible wings, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Unless you're
how
going to like a mom and pop.
Well, you're supposed to put them in the oven for about 15, 20 minutes or run them through twice.
It's like fucking eating
They're
rubber.
always so slimy. Yeah, it's
Gross.
just garbage. But, the thing is, I understand, like, they want to help the police.
Well, because
the police have it so goddamn hard.
Give them a discount, but don't tell them they're the only ones that can pay with cash.
Yeah.
If you're taking the cash, then take the fucking cash.
It's fucking mean. Why do you have to... Oh, they get singled... Well, they can handle having some money. If anybody else is trying to keep the bank from taking another tick off the top, you're fucking...
Somebody else is running away from student loan debt and doesn't put any of their money in the bank.
Look, if somebody else, that's our cash, by the way. All the cash the cops have in their pockets, they stole from somebody else. They pulled over somebody and they let them off so they can take their fucking money. It's our money they're spending on their pizza. We want some fucking pizza. And no pizza, no peace. Say it again. No pizza, no peace.
Did you see that other story I sent you? We don't got to get into it, but the police dog that said it found, like, basically indicated narcotics on 100% of the stops it was at.
Yeah.
And 29% of them were true. 71% were false IDs.
Oh, my God.
But they still fucking tossed every car.
Tossed everybody.
Then they fucking keep your money, whatever you got in your car.
That's our money getting spent on fucking pizzas. And then I show up to the grocery store, right? Oh, John. I went to the grocery store the other day to buy fucking playing cards and a shirt. Walmart, And
playing cards and a shirt?
Yeah.
That's an odd.
I'm trying to fight depression, so I'm throwing playing cards in a shoebox.
Okay.
It's pretty depressing. No, I'm trying not to smoke in the apartment all the time is what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, I'll do this, and then I'll go outside and smoke. And I'll do this, and I'll go outside and smoke. And
Why don't you just watch Shaolin Drunken Master?
I really do need to watch something that'll be entertaining. They won't have a feel-good moment with a little girl in it after you've just watched people fucking rain blood like fountains for 4 hours. And it's like, hey, let me hold my daughter now. Get the fuck out of here. Although it was so beautiful, it's so empowering to women, too. Like, she's a murderer. She's a soldier. She's a gangsta. She's a mommy. So I get it. It's important. And women who are essentially criminals who also raise a family should be empowered in film, and I support that. But I should pull up to the fucking Walmart, and there's a spot. And this place is packed, and I really need a shirt, okay? My shirt is covered in stains, fucking red sauce stain, coffee stain, mustard stain. I got all the stains going, lots of ashes from smoking. Like, this shirt it's got like 7 colors on it, okay? And it's a white shirt with black sleeves. I don't know why. I'm like, okay, I got to get a new shirt. So I get into the Walmart. I find a shirt. It's great. It says Tabasco is for fucking retards or something stupid on. No, it says barbecue, beer, and freedom. That's what it says. And I was like, God damn, it must be Memorial Day.
So it was in the Adam Sandler collection.
Yeah, it was straight from, it was so, I think it said beer, barbecue. No, it was definitely barbecue, beer, freedom. And no sleeves, and I like that. It's getting to be tank top season. And, I have no awareness with what looks good on myself. So I bought the shirt for $6 and a pack of playing cards. And, oh no, I skipped over the whole part that made me mad. I pull in, and the place is fucking packed. It's Friday, the Friday before fucking Memorial Day. Everybody's getting fucking shit together. So there's tons and tons of people there. And I see this spot. And I'm like, oh, sweet titty, like 4 spots back. You know, I'm like, damn, I got it. And it's not one of those little trick you, but now it's the cart corral fucking spaces. I looked up. I didn't fuck around and leave myself to be disappointed. It was a reserved for local law enforcement fucking space. Cops are now handicapped. First off, they park their fucking cars in the fire lane. We all know this. We've all seen it our entire lives. Every time we've gone to a fucking Walmart or a Kroger or an H-E-B or a Safeway, who's parked in the fucking fire lane? Who doesn't have to fucking follow the rules? Mr. Above the Law Steven Seagal in his goddamn cruiser. And now we're giving him spaces just past the handicap. It goes handicap, 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 handicap. There's so many fat people go to Walmart. It's like 9 handicaps. And now fucking they got a space for the cops. Right after that. Oh, cops get to have a nice parking spot.
You should have just ordered a shirt and playing cards on Amazon, dude.
I'll tell you right now, I couldn't breathe. I was like, fucking, I didn't know how to take it. I was aghast, literally. That was.
You gotta quit letting things you can't control affect you so much.
But why do pigs get to eat pizza for cash, and they get better parking spaces, and all they do is fuck up and kill people all the time? And make our dad fucking mad. And he talks to me on the phone about it. And he tells me, he's like, fucking, did you hear about Ronald Stevenson? And I'm like, who's Ronald Stevenson? And he's like, well, he was in, they put him in chains and they beat him to
every
death.
Week there's a new one.
And that's the thing, is like, he has every right to be fucking upset. I'm upset too. He tells me it greatly upsets me. And then I got to go find out that they get fucking better parking.
One of the best things is that he doesn't get on like Facebook and shit like that. If he was on Facebook and Twitter, his algorithm would be so fucked. He would see there would be a black person killed by police every day. He would see a new one.
Even if it was just a repeat of somebody. But the
or
thing
if
is,
it was put out by a Russian bot.
Either way,
you know how they
it really did
that.
happen. You see it and you go, "This is a fucking real." These videos are fucking traumatizing.
They used to do
hurting
that.
People.
Russian bots would make a fake Black Lives Matter group and organize a rally, and then the same Russian bot would make a fake Antifa group and put a rally for them. Or not Antifa, like a alt-right.
Alt-right, yeah. Oh, the opposition.
Yeah.
An all lives
They would
matter.
just basically organize a riot.
and it's all...
Like during the election and shit. The first...
And
like
it just lines Mark Zuckerberg's pockets the whole fucking time.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying...
So what Dad calls you and is like, Keith... I can't believe they killed another innocent black man. And you say, yeah, Dad, and I couldn't fucking park where I wanted.
That's exactly
the real issue here. I have to order from mom and pop pizza places because they're the only ones that accept cash.
And I do. That's why I shop local. Shout out to Cugino's Pizza and Old Granddad. This episode is sponsored by Cugino's Pizza.
And shout out to Steven Seagal.
The finest black-owned pizza joint
month.
in the entire near northeast side of Indianapolis. And while I have backed away from the Alfredo-based dishes,
what's your go-to then?
I'm just on the red sauce, dog. It makes my life
what
happier.
Toppings?
What
toppings?
I fuck with a lot of different toppings, mostly meatballs. I get a lot of meatball based food now. It's just like,
dude, I might start making meatballs and just selling them to you.
Dude,
I'll get you a better deal than fucking Buca de Beppo.
If you made me some dope meatballs like once a week, I'd pay you for them.
I don't want to contribute to your obesity.
Yeah, well, just make me
Dude, I make fucking bomb-ass
Do me a
meatballs.
favor and make me a fucking tray of something healthy every week, and I'll pay for that. Do it while you're at work. You got that steamer. You know, it's not always in use. Throw one tray of some shit in there and wrap it up for me, and I'll buy it off of you. I want to get some. I just don't want to cook for
Keith,
one person.
You can lead a horse
To water.
right.
But then I'm still going to buy chocolate-covered turtles on the way home.
I'm not going to waste my time doing meal prep for you and then come over and see empty pizza boxes every week.
Well, can you get a pizza once a week?
Yeah.
You eat pizza more than once a week?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, maybe next day, eat a little piece for lunch or something left over. We haven't been eating as much pizza lately, though.
Well, back when I lived there, we had pizza a few times, but I guess we weren't. Yeah, what are you going to do? I was in a basement. You guys were like, you could stay in our basement, homeless guy. Homeless brother of mine. Yeah, but believe it or not, we weren't breaking out all the stops on the food. It's like, you want pizza? Fucking get out.
I'll grill out, too.
Yeah, no, you made those pork medallions that one time. That was good as fuck. We gotta cook up something together. I'll make the cold sides. You know me. Fucking kill it on the cold sides. Anything you can do the day before.
Now I want to make some meatballs.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, just a meatball a day. Keep the doctor like needing to come over and help you. Well, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, we'll talk to you later, guys.
Pew, 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 pew.